If you're looking for a good MMORPG in a Web3 space, you should definitely check out Calamity. They just finished the 3-day playtest, they are available on Epic Store and Steam, and soon they're launching their pre-TG campaign, and today I wanna give you a guide and a full overview of the game, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Željko and welcome to CryptoGrid channel. So Calamity recently switched to Ronin and they just have their playtest. And if you look at the number of people and everything, they have like almost 6,000 unique accounts, 54% retention rate, 3.5 average daily active users, 1 hour average session, and 16 times the initial USDZ price pool. This is actually pretty amazing data because pretty much with buying the pass, which was like $2, you get 1 hour per day, and having an 1 hour average session, this means that pretty much almost everyone who bought that pass to play the game actually played the 1 hour that was available to him. If you wanted to play more, you could buy more playtime with the gold in-game. I will address this later in the video, but first I wanna focus on a gameplay. Also, there is one video which I recorded before and you can see the gameplay before, and I wanna do some comparison to today's gameplay. So they did so many changes in the game, evolved, and now it's much better. One thing that was always good and that I really like about Calamity is that you can pretty much switch your class at any moment. So now you can be archer and you can just switch your bow for a sword and pretty much you are a warrior. Yes, you will be starting from level 1, but it's so easy to switch the class stats and everything that it's super cool for you to explore other classes, understand like how skills works and everything, and it's really unique. Also, the skills are highly based on the class that you are, and each class initially has 2 skills based on the weapon. You can reroll these skills pretty much, or you can find the weapon with different skills. As you're progressing and as you're acquiring weapons of high rarity, you can increase these skills per weapon to 3, I think even 4. I haven't got that far honestly. But pretty much you have 3 classes in the game: archer, warrior and mage, and you can switch between them pretty much at any moment when you are outside of the dungeon. Also at every level you have like 9 dungeons, where 9 is boss obviously. And during these 9 dungeons, some of them are pretty much progressing from one stage to another, pretty much through 5 levels, and clearing like 50% of the enemies in each of them. And there are like 2 different types of the dungeons, one that is focused on endurance and other where you're getting the opponents that are like much stronger. This one is actually probably like the best one for farming keys that will later give you access to the boss. One thing that I also like a lot in comparison to the past is now that if you're playing the game alone, it will be pretty much as if you're playing with someone. What this means, in the past, like when you are doing the boss, you usually need like 3 people kinda to kill the boss. And now everything is scaled up based on the group, or if you're playing alone. For example, if you have a group of 2 people, the enemies will be weaker in comparison to the group of 3 people, and you will pretty much be able to solo the bosses, solo the dungeons if you prefer to play it alone. I think this is a big step forward because often it can happen that, for example, you're at stage 1-9 while your friend is at stage 3-2. And like for him, it would be meaningless to go with you in stages, and now you can just try to clear up dungeons faster and like progress to his level and then play together. As you're clearing dungeons, you will obtain different type of gear, which you can pretty much go to the blacksmith. You will need to repair it anyway after each dungeon, but you also have an option once you combine 2 same pieces to enhance it by merging it together, and until level 4 you have like 100% on your merging and enhancing gear, and after level 4 the odds of successful enhancing decreases, which means that your weapon or the piece of gear that you're enhancing can actually go backwards. Currently, the game is heavily focused on PvE mode. There is also PvP mode, but currently it's just for fun. They intend to implement PvP more seriously in the future, and they intend to implement more PvE modes as well. Regarding the TG event, I wanna be upfront with you. It will be highly competitive. You can see it based on this playtest. But there is one very good thing. They pretty much found a way how they eliminate all the bots. Majority of the games doesn't do that. But in Calamity, pretty much you will get advantage as you're progressing further, since like the further you go, the more valor points you make. So it always makes more sense to play from your own account than to do it from the multiple accounts. And pretty much you will need to buy a battle pass for the pre-TG season, which will be around $20. But it's like 100% certain that if you play actively, if you progress through the game, you will earn way more than you actually spend during the TG phase. You can always reroll the skills on your weapons, and be aware that certain skills will be better for one types of dungeons, while different skills will be better for different modes or different types of dungeons. With the battle pass, you will pretty much have 1 hour daily that you can play, but you can purchase additional time with gold that you're gonna be able to buy with USDC that will be later distributed back to players as cash rewards based on their gold balances. Also, I'm not sure whether this is because we have a phishing meta in all Web3 games recently, but they added phishing as well, which pretty much allows you to gamble on your gold and see if you can get some good catches, and I actually managed to get some. Regarding the WYRM token, everything is explained on wiki.calamity.online. But if you look into it, you can see that the distribution to the community is huge. It's like 70%, where like 55% will be used for the future game rewards, which means that the game will be played to earn in the long run. This allocation is more than fair to the community, and like the initial distribution will be for the people that are holding dragon rings. These are like original old NFTs. These were pretty much free mint. And now if you look at the OpenSea, their floor price is like 350 RON, which is around $200. The value of like higher rarity, pretty much you can see in this picture, it's like 5x in terms of WYRM distribution and 25x for the legendary ones. Also, pretty much you would be getting buffs daily that would help you turn more valor and more experience and progress through the game faster. So this is a big incentive to hold one of these. I actually bought one of these from the secondary market for myself. I haven't minted it in time because I haven't heard for the game in time, but I still own one dragon ring. Also with these you're getting unique cosmetics, which looks pretty cool in game, as you can see. The other important element for pre-TG campaign are factories, and pretty much this will be a big part of the pre-TG. And you can see it's like 1,600, 500 WYRM tokens. Airdrop for a tier 1 factory. You can merge 3 tier 1 into a tier 2, 3 tier 2 into tier 3, and so on, which means you need 181 NFT, and this gives you stronger staking power, which means bigger distribution of WYRM tokens in total. The distribution will be based pretty much on your performance, referrals, and guild leaderboards. So you definitely want to join strong leaderboard. If you enter referral code, you also gain bonus points. I will leave my description below since I'm not sure exactly about my referral code. But yeah, during the TG, the thing that you definitely wanna do is you wanna progress as fast as possible, and the way how you do it is clean dungeons at like 50%, move on to the next. You wanna farm keys in the strength trials, kill the boss as soon as you can unlock it, and move to the next stage. Even though I tried to cover everything in depth, there might be some things that I kinda miss, but they're very responsive in their Discord servers, and their founders are very accessible and will try to answer and help you regarding any questions or concerns, you can also drop them in the comment of this video and I'll try to help you as well. And it's another thing that I like about Calamity. It's not like some huge team which pretty much outsourced the whole operation. They're iterating fast, improving the game, and the game can only get even better from this point. They already have a very good game loop and fun game, which the data from the playtest shown pretty much, and it's one of the very few games in a Web3 space that I'm really looking forward to play. Again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you for staying until the end. Stay strong and healthy. Bye.